All right. This is like take three. I guess that's not so bad. Try not to look at the screen, but I'm not a vlogger, so this is new to me. Um, there are things that I've never needed to do, like actually stare and not like squint like I'm super Asian because being Asian is good, but not being super Asian. You don't want to be fresh off the boat Asian. um, is this focusing on me? Maybe. I don't know. The voiceover for the workout, I'll be talking about a couple of my feelings about vloggers, and it might be a little bit of a different point of view because I am older. I'm almost 29 next month, so perhaps my perspective is a little bit different, maybe not. So I'll see you in the clip. Oh, this is the on. I'm retarded. So you could pause the video here if you want to check out the workout. I will film tomorrow's, which is another bench press day. I didn't film today because it was just some simple stuff. I actually decided that I was gonna not talk for this whole video if possible. I mean, I'm gonna ramble a little bit, but that's to be expected, right, on voiceovers. So, kind of how I see YouTube fitness is there's two sides. The sides that want to become personalities, and the sides that really want to provide or are more content driven. And there's really nothing wrong with either. I just think for me, the content driven channels are more to what I like. YouTube for me was a big part of even how I got into fitness because I was doing things, but I didn't really know how to do things in the gym. I was much, much heavier than I am now. And then I dieted and I got very, very small. I became skinny fat. And I was still going to the gym, tracking food, but I wasn't doing everything in the correct manner. So YouTube was a huge resource for me. And I'm not sure if those resources are you're not as widely available or they're just being drowned out by what's the most popular. And it's very easy to see what's popular, right? The people who are aesthetic or pretty or beautiful or handsome, with equally as beautiful partners, and they have nice cars, nice houses, just overall nice things. And I think this is what we are told that's, what's important in life. We're told from very young, like, things sort of solidify of how important we are. And as much as you want to believe that these YouTubes are exactly how they are online, I don't doubt that a lot of them are, right? But I think there's a presence that you have to turn on in front of the camera that you're just not going to get in person or even just sort of like incognito. And I'm not saying that you need to have like a spy cam to get the real version of somebody, but you have to you have to take everything with a grain of salt, right? That your favorite YouTuber is not necessarily the exact same person, right? Um, but people are multifaceted in the same way. So I might not be the same person I am tomorrow as far as mood goes. Sleep can do things like how much you eat changes things. So, different personalities isn't necessarily a negative thing, but just realize that some of the life that you see on YouTube is definitely glamorous beyond maybe perhaps what's really happening. And what I wish I could see more of is the content driven YouTube. Community is something I think that has been misconstrued. Uh, the earlier days of YouTube, and especially in the fitness thing, people were collaborating, but it wasn't collaborating for views. It wasn't collaborating for subscribers. It wasn't to for all these things. It was really to make friends, and not to say that YouTube doesn't. You're not making real friends, but to share information with one another with almost no restriction. And I think there's a lot of caveats with some of the friendships that you make. A lot of these people who are friends are maybe under the same brand of some sort or the same sponsor, and that's how they know each other. And their interactions are very delineated by a larger, organization. And so you don't get to make these decisions by yourself. You don't get to, say when you want to. I mean, I'm sure you can say schedule wise, but if your business is based on your personality, you pretty much have to go. And that's like any job, right? So if you're a manager and they say, "Hey, there's a great business opportunity across the country and you really want to move up the ladder, you always say yes. Even if you don't want, even if it's inconvenient, you have to say yes, because once you say no to a company that you're trying to move up in, they find you as a like a resistance, and they're pretty much usually stuck with where you are. So I can't fault anybody in the YouTube realm specifically. But what I don't like is when you go after these high school, college, and impressionable people and try to just market the hell out of them. Um, I think it really, really preys on people's insecurities as well. I think it's kind of a basic human nature to see, hey, this guy has success and he has a gym. He started his own clothing line. He has a beautiful girlfriend. He's won a physique show. So if I want to be, where he is, I have to do the same thing. And that's a slippery slope to get into, because there are so many different ways for success, so many different ways to define success. And, you know, you're basically saying that, hey, you can do it. Here's the blueprint, but that it can only work for so many people. You can't have three fitness gyms on the same block. It just doesn't work that way. You need diversity, and diversity is what YouTube is so clearly missing. So the next time you watch a YouTuber, perhaps go to that like randomly recommended small channel, because they're struggling, and it may be super helpful if you just give them words of encouragement and really show them that there are people watching, and they do actually care. All right, thanks for watching. Peace.
I didn't group the bar evenly.